and welcome to Sci-Fi Fans, your one-stop shop for movie trivia and other fun facts related to pop culture. Today's video is about The Italian Job, and if you haven't seen it before, The Italian Job was released in 1969 and sees our hero Charlie Croker, freshly released from prison, being requested by a friend whether he would like to take on a high-risk heist, and this is right under the nose of the mafia in Italy. It's a classic us versus them film with a great cast and great cars, with the car chase at the end considered to be one of the all-time best car chases in cinema history. For me personally, it is the best car chase in cinema history. Here are my top 5 things that you may or may not know about the classic 1969 film, The Italian Job. Starting off with the scene in the garage, and this is near the start of the film, and Charlie Croker is retrieving his Austin Healey from a garage and long-term storage. Now, this scene was entirely improvised with Michael Caine and John Clive, so this is the reason why the lighting for this scene isn't set up properly, and you'll understand why, because the two of them just literally made up and improvised everything on the spot, including walking around the cars. So that caused a few technical issues for the lighting and also the sound. My favourite line in this scene is where Charlie Croker mentions the fact that he's been in Africa shooting tigers, and then he gets asked, oh, you must have shot a lot of tigers, and he comes back with the line, yes, I used the machine gun. But before that though, Charlie Croker is released from prison, and he's greeted by his girlfriend in another car. Another scene where you don't see Charlie drive, and as they're driving along, Charlie Croker remarks that the car belongs to the Pakistani ambassador. Now, believe it or not, the car used in the film was genuinely owned and used by the ambassador at the time of filming. The Italian Job is essentially about cars and car chases. However, our hero Charlie Croker is never seen driving any of these exotic and fabulous cars, and this is because Michael Caine wasn't allowed to. The reason why he wasn't allowed to is he hadn't passed his driving test. So a little bit of irony there. I'd be a bit gutted if I was in the film myself and I hadn't passed my driving test. In the scene where the minis are being loaded onto the bus, and this is at the end after the car chase, the person that's directing them onto the bus, directing the wheels and telling them to get the wheels in line, is none other than director Peter Collinson. And he had to do this part himself because he couldn't find anybody else willing to do it. And finally, if one of the voices in the final theme song, Get a Blimmin' Move On, sounds familiar, that's because Michael Caine is one of the people singing the lyrics. I hope you've enjoyed yourself here and you found this video entertaining. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I also do a TikTok channel and a podcast about movie trivia, and you can find these on TikTok under Sci-Fi 1, sci.fi1. It's also Sci-Fi Fans, and my podcast comes out every Monday, and that's also called Sci-Fi Fans. So yeah, thank you very much for stopping by and watching this video. So say you like it, give it a thumbs up. Don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Leave a comment in the box below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.